Alright, I need to do some testing of the app, so I'm going to screen record my testing of the UK trips, the new thumbnails all added, big update to the UI. They've got thumbnails rather than just a map. Then when you click on a place, we're going to start in Cornwall. You've got the thumbnail there as well. It's a big change. Description in English. So I've added beginner trips. We already had intermediate and advanced with a local native speaker. Now we've added beginner trips for beginner English students, and I'm just going to test it out and see how it feels. So let's go. Live view. So you can see You can see loading times, and I can get drowned out by music and animations. Oh, let's head down. They have not 3D mapped this Tintagel castle and bridge. Come on, Google, get your act together.
You're standing in Tintagel Castle. You can also see the Camelot Castle Hotel.
There it is, over there, in the hill. There I am. No, next scene. So if
This was a fortress from the 5th to 7th century. It's linked to the legend of King Arthur.
So I can pause the audio, which will pause the music as well, and I can look round, spend more time looking around. There's settings in the menu as well you can actually change. But anyway, this isn't a tutorial. This is me just testing it out. To make this gap last to make the gap last longer. That's what you can do from the main menu.
Richard, Earl of Cornwall, built the castle in the 1230s. Tourists have visited the ruins since the 19th century.
And if you wanted to listen again,
Richard, Earl of Cornwall, built the castle in the
You can just go forward.
When did Richard, Earl of Cornwall, build Tintagel Castle?
Press the grip button. He built Tintagel Castle in the 1230s. Wow, that is not great. He built Tintagel Castle in the 1230s. He built Tintagel Castle in the 1230s. This is really struggling. The speech recognition. Tintagel was throwing it off. He built Tintagel Castle in the 1230s. That's interesting, okay. I think I took a photo of that. I need to add that to the answers. See if it can't recognise my English.
He built Tintagel Castle in the 1230s.
What chance does anyone else have? So yeah, this is why we're testing, to find these bugs.
The mainland and the island used to be connected, but the bridge collapsed and was replaced.
There's been several bridges over this. You can find out more information in the longer, more advanced version. God, Tintagel Castle is gorgeous.
A modern steel bridge opened on the 11th of August 2019. Around 200,000 visitors cross it every year.
Had enough of this music though. I like to put music on there, but it does just repeat.
The bridge is 4.5 metres tall at its highest point and 170 centimetres at its shortest.
Perhaps I should make that longer, the music. What do you think? Make a longer remix. Probably a good idea, isn't it? Testing in public, thinking in public about how to improve the app.
You're standing in the castle's ruined central buildings.
It's a good way to test your vocabulary, obviously, if you're a beginner student. And the scene won't move on while this is open, so you can
You're
then
standing in the
rewind
castle's...
to listen again if you need to. You can practice speaking. You're standing in the castle's ruined central buildings. So the scene should move on now. Oh, I paused the audio.
Ruined central...
Oh,
When did the current bridge open?
why did it make two sounds? Might be a mistake there. The current bridge opened in 2019.
The current bridge opened in 2019.
I don't know why I said 2019. 2019 is how you say it in English.
In the distance, you can see the village of Tintagel. It used to be called Trevana.
Have we seen the scene? No, it's just very similar, isn't it? Because the other scene's taken from up there. I think I might need help with my English, though, given that I said 2019. So I'm glad I'm doing this beginner English trip now. Now we're in the town.
Opposite this beautiful pub is Tintagel Old Post Office,
Oh.
which is over 600 years old.
King Arthur's arms. Oh, why King Arthur's? And there's a really old post office with a collapsing roof.
Tintagel is famous because of the legend of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, hello doggies. Beautiful. I love dogs. I love getting them on camera as well. A lot of fun. Oh.
King Arthur and his knights are famous warriors. You might know the story of King Arthur's sword, Excalibur.
Yeah. I do know the story. I wrote about it in the more advanced version. Oh, there I am. There I was. Gone again.
The legend of King Arthur inspired Earl Richard to build Tintagel Castle.
God, it's a lovely view with that bridge and the town, the hotel. God, it's beautiful. Beautiful bit of coastline.
Merlin the Wizard is in the story of King Arthur. Some say he lived in this cave.
That cave. Oh, I can't point, but that cave. There you go. Why is it going twice?
What was the name of the wizard who lived in the cave?
The wizard was called Merlin.
The wizard was called Merlin.
Nailed it. Oh, I didn't leave a bug report for that other bug, did I? But I'll do it now so I don't forget. It was... Come on.
I hope you have enjoyed this tour of Tintagel Castle and Village and the beautiful scenery.
I did. It's a lovely final shot. Stunning. It's just a shame with the recorder on. It is jerking a little bit because of this. Hopefully that's not coming out on the picture. So yeah, alright. Well, that worked pretty well. Pretty pleased with that. Put music back on. So yeah, that's going to be one of the free trips that's available. Show must go on. Let's head over to Lincoln. So yeah, just testing the beginner trips. No, I should put the sound on. Oh, I like this one.
Lincoln is a city with around 100,000 people, and it is most famous for its cathedral. They started building Lincoln Cathedral in 1072, and in 1312 it became the tallest building in the world. In 1215, the Bishop of Lincoln signed a very important document called the Magna Carta, which you can see if you visit Lincoln Castle.
Didn't check the text, did I?
Repairing and taking care of Lincoln Cathedral costs around £1.6 million each year. This is the fourth largest cathedral in the UK. The largest is Liverpool, then St Paul's in London, and then York Minster.
Beautiful.
Where is the UK's largest cathedral?
The UK's largest cathedral is in Liverpool.
The UK's largest cathedral is in Liverpool. Newport Arch is a Roman gate from the 3rd century. It has been damaged several times because cars can still drive through it. Lincoln Castle was built on an old Roman fortress in the 11th century by William the Conqueror.
That prevents it moving on. Maybe.
Lincolnshire is famous for tasty sausages, so if you have the opportunity, you should try them.
Can I get sausages?
Who built Lincoln Castle?
William the Conqueror built Lincoln Castle.
William the Conqueror built Lincoln Castle.
Yes, I can speak English. Almost like I'm a native speaker. Jew's house.
Steep Hill is a popular street with small shops, tea rooms and old buildings.
Jew's Court. What about the Jews?
High Bridge was built in approximately 1160 and is the oldest bridge in the UK that has buildings on it.
Someone's playing music through their window. Turn that music off.
The old buildings on the bridge were built in 1550, around the same time as the Lincoln Guildhall, which marks the entrance to the city. Why is High Bridge special?
It is the oldest bridge in the UK that has buildings on it.
It is the oldest bridge in the UK that has buildings on it.
Nailed it. Just didn't even look at the busker. He was good as well,
I hope you enjoyed our quick tour of Lincoln on this foggy day in the East Midlands.
It was very quick. This thing with these beginner ones, you don't get much information. There's a lot more on the advanced ones. Alright, so that's Lincoln done. Go do another one. Oh, another long zoom out. It was a beautiful cathedral. Alright, testing out the last beginner ones. We've got the southeast to do, so let's go to Kent first. I think there isn't one in Canterbury. I don't think there's one here either. I think it's just Dover. Dover, yeah. Alright, beginner trip, let's go. Here we go. Got these fly-ins. Slow down. Ah, Dover. See the white cliffs there. And the port.
Dover is famous for its white cliffs and for being close to France, which is only 21 miles away.
God, it's so busy, aren't they, ports?
Archaeologists think that Dover has been a trading place for around 6,000 years.
Wow, it's a long time. That's a long time.
What is the distance between Dover and France?
France is 21 miles away. France is 21 miles away. Oh wow, why is it doing that? France is 21 miles away.
France is 21 miles from Dover. This is St. Margaret's Bay. Ian Fleming, who created James Bond, had a holiday home here.
That's it. What a lovely home.
The White Cliffs of Dover are 8 miles long and 110 metres tall. They are mostly made of a white rock called chalk. The Dover Patrol monuments are 3 big statues to remember World War I. They are in Dover, France, and the USA. We're back on the beautiful beach at St. Margaret's Bay, with its pretty beach huts and holiday homes. How long are the White Cliffs of Dover?
The White Cliffs of Dover are 8 miles long. That's not recognised.
The White Cliffs of Dover are 8 miles long.
So weird. It's just my 8. It's not a word in English. Weird speech recognition, huh?
In 1858, South Foreland Lighthouse was the first tower in the world to use an electric light.
Oh wow. When? 1858.
The Western Heights of Dover are strong walls and buildings that were made to keep the country safe from a French invasion. Dover Castle is a medieval castle from the 11th century. It is important for protection because it is by the sea. Before Dover Castle was built, the Romans were here. There is still a Roman lighthouse here, which might be Britain's oldest building. Why is South Foreland Lighthouse special?
It was the first tower in the world with an electric light. It was the first tower in the world with an electric light.
It was the first tower in the world with an electric light. Dover is a great place to explore because of its history, the busy port and the beautiful white cliffs.
Bye, Dover. Alright, this is the beginner trip. A lot more information, as always. In the intermediate trip, a lot more information. 5 minutes? It was longer than 5 minutes, wasn't it? Oh, that's 6. That's 8. Oh, that's a mistake, actually. I need to get rid of that. Alright.